Okay, this is the final stage, and those of you that have played this game are wondering, how did you get such an insanely fast time for the final stage? Well, the answer is, well, it is fast, it's not that fast. This is in two parts. Yes, the final stage is incredibly long. In fact, this is the only stage I played online. You get ranked S rank if you get an incredibly fast time. And the problem with online is I forgot what, I think it's like, it has to be below 25 minutes. Is that it? For online to get, maybe 20 minutes. Either way, it was impossible for me to get it. There were a few times where I almost got S rank for online, but I just missed it a few times. In one case, we actually had a hacker with us who basically, we went into different rooms, we're playing through the stage normally, and we see all these cutscenes start skipping through. And it was like, oh, he's hacking. And then I'm like, oh, this is a hacker, well, let's leave. He's like, no, this is our only chance ever. This is our only chance, is my friend telling me. This is our only chance we're going to get of getting S rank. And I'm like, oh, you're right. So we get everything, right? We get all the pieces, because he unlocked everything. We're able to get through the double doors and everything. The problem is, there's a part where you have to turn in all the pieces. You have to. Everyone has to show up to that room, or the scene doesn't progress, no matter what he does. Now, there is a limit. After 5 minutes, the scene will progress regardless. So, what that player did was, I guess they had no faith that we would even gather all the pieces needed. So the player just stayed where they were for the 5 minutes, effectively killing our S rank time. We missed the S rank by like 30 seconds. I was pissed off because the hacker had no faith that we'd make it. He just waited out the 5 minutes. Very frustrating. Okay, on this stage, you have a bunch of options. You can shoot the zombies, or you can just leave them there. I chose to do the entire run all the way through. Now, the problem with this stage is if you ignore the zombies, you can pretty much avoid them, but your computer allies will not. So if you're not rushing through room to room to room, they're taking hits. Like right there, Yoko's already injured. Here's the problem. I need Yoko not to be injured. I'm hoping that she just got thrown into bleed. If you get thrown into bleed, you're not fully dying. You'll come out of it with decent damage on your character. Bleed can wear off naturally. It just takes time. So I'm noticing that Yoko's still, she's in bleed. Now she's in caution. Just gonna giving her the first aid spray. She takes it. That's probably the only part of the run that I could have improved upon. I could just keep running it over and over until I get a scenario where Yoko doesn't get thrown into bleed. Or I could just shoot the stupid-ass zombies, which I should have done because I get grabbed right here. It might have been better just to shoot the zombies. That part is debatable. However, for the rest of the run, it is flawless. You're going to take hits on this run. This stage is extremely hard. The problem when you're speedrunning Resident Evil Outbreak is every time you run it, as I said before, there's a set randomizer every time you run it. And the zombies are random. So you have the set randomizer and the randomness of the zombies. Sometimes the zombies will lunge at you. Sometimes the zombies will do like a double attack. Sometimes the zombies will try to grab you. Sometimes you just run right by the zombie. It's not going to care. If you put it on easy, you have an extremely high chance of just running by the zombie every time. That's why I don't like easy, because it's pretty much a free run. In fact, you'll see a lot of people speedrun this game. That's why they throw it on easy, because of that free run. Now, I put it on normal because that's how the game was intended to be played. You could argue, well, what about hard and very hard? I personally feel Capcom put in very hard for online. It is beyond difficult to play this game on very hard, offline, without infinite ammo. It It is beyond difficult. However, I was able to play this game on hard online a few times, and as difficult as it was, we were able to complete it. We did take a beating, but because there were 4 of us in there online, all knowing what we needed to do, I actually cleared the hive on very hard online. We had almost no ammo left. We still managed to kill the leech boss just by ramming into it, out of desperation. And we killed it, and we completed the stage in almost record time. And we got leaderboards, which was another great feat. Right there, the spiders. The spiders right there are also sort of random. Every time you boot up, they'll show up in one of 2 sides. So, like right here, the spider... Oh, I got lucky. Yes! Sometimes the spider will be further along, and it'll hit you as you climb up. So that's you have to run that about... There's a 1 in 3 chance those spiders will hit you. Okay, I avoided picking up the Uzi. There's like an Uzi right around there. You can use that to gun down the door. I avoided picking that up because it takes longer than it does to just shoot down the door. There's also an Uzi in the train car. I don't pick that up because the chances of the zombies in the train car and the bees hitting you, which are also random, you saw those bees I just ran by, the chances of those bees hitting you are about 1 out of 6. So I got really lucky with those bees not hitting me. I got even more lucky that David is still perfectly fine. I don't need the first aid spray. I'm going to pretty much run through this entire stage without one, without ever needing one. So right here I'm just shooting at the door, and that's all I'm doing. If you have the Uzi, it's about... the automatic machine gun, it's about 30 rounds. And it is about half the time with that than it is with the Kevin Special. That's not too much. That's not too bad. Now I avoid the zombie, and I climb underneath. Required, if you're going to complete this, you need your computer allies. And it's great to have David distract the zombie, but I could pretty much make it through without. So here I have to solve the puzzle, and if you screw up, this is quite painful. And this will hurt your time. But I didn't screw up, I got it perfect. The puzzles are also random, so get used to solving the puzzles. I think on easy, the puzzle's never randomized. They only give you 1 solution. On normal, they give you, I think, like 1 out of 3 solutions. And as you go up in difficulty, the solution, there's more and more ways to solve the puzzles. They're more and more difficult. They take more time to solve. And here's what you pretty much have to shoot down all these zombies. And once the zombies are done, you climb. Because if you don't shoot down the zombies, see as I made to the ladder? The zombies can actually rip you right off the ladder. And that just sucks. Of course, if David actually picked up the freaking... Well, no, take that back. Don't ever rely on your computer allies to shoot zombies. They pretty much aren't going to... They're useless. Other than them grabbing a few key items and distracting zombies, your computer allies are almost 100% useless. They can even drag down your run by getting injured, like Yoko did, but I had to give her that first aid spray. Yoko gets injured very easily to begin with. Unfortunately, every time I pick this particular character, Kevin, I will always get David and Yoko. If I picked a different set of characters, I would get a different combo, but the characters are preset. And as with the... No, oh, I guess I'll get a first aid spray out of the way right here. Give me that first aid spray. It doesn't matter how many bees you gun down. You can gun them all down. This elevator ride is pre-timed. So, you can actually run a perfect circle, but since I have infinite ammo, I'm just going to shoot the bees, because I have infinite ammo. But yeah, you can also run a perfect circle and just not get hit. Okay, I'm coming up to the point. Yes! You can actually kick bees. Is it effective? No. Now I'm just running a circle. Come on. My timing's a little bit off. There we go. I was waiting for that. Okay, now I just run right through. And here's where you grab the 1 out of 3 items you need. If your computer ally was healthy when they went down, your computer ally split up. So Yoko right now is grabbing the other piece. And if she's healthy, she'll survive with the piece. If she's not, she'll come out injured. You don't want that. You want her to come out healthy. And if you're playing online, your friend can actually cut across the shark area, and once you've unlocked that door, and do that entire area. All you need to do is unlock the power. And then you can get access this way. Okay, so this chunk is almost done. And I guess that's about it for this part of the run.